I heard that was like profound, and I've said it in this room before I even saw it on there, was I stated that college doesn't really educate or teach a child to critically think for themselves. They just indoctrinate, right? And what he stated was the exact same thing, but in his own way. And he pointed it out, and there was a college goer who comes off of the mic, and he says to Charlie Kirk, "I'm really offended by your statements of how you feel about college, people who go to college, and I don't really appreciate that. You're making it sound as if we're just wasting our time. We're not really learning anything. And I want to tell you that there's a lot I went to school, you didn't, and I'm more intelligent than you are." And then Charlie Kirk goes, "Oh, so what are you taking?" The kid says, "Oh, I'm taking XXX," right? Charlie goes, responds and says, "Oh, so have you read this author?" And he's, I'm not familiar with that. "Oh, really? That was a part of the curriculum about maybe 8 years ago. So you didn't read about that. So what about this author and that author and that author and that author? You never read any of these books? So what? So wait a minute. The word that you're telling me that I'm failing at, and it was profound because that's what's going on. These people, you're going to school to get the paperwork, but you're dumb as fuck. You don't realize it. Only thing you're doing is you're patting yourselves on the back for getting this piece of paper. But you can't critically think your way out of a bag. And they're teaching you all of this DEI bullshit. And when he proved that point right there in front of everybody, I was like, wow, that's amazing. And everything kind of fell in. It just all came together right there. Never mind all of is he a racist? All white people are racist, ladies and gentlemen. They have to be. In order to claim that you are white, you're distinguishing yourself from everything else. That means you care about yourself, your identity, your culture over everything else. That's what it means. It does not mean that you hate everyone else. It just says that you prefer your own. There is nothing wrong with that. That doesn't matter. What does matter is, are you actually being educated? Are these your own ideas? Are you formulating and processing information properly? Or are you just regurgitating and parakeeting the stupid shit that you've heard from other dumb motherfuckers who want to use you like a tool? That's all.
Disagree with you on that, because before I came to Clubhouse, no one gives two shits about their goddamn race line. And not people are racist. And people get told they're white. They don't really think about it that hard. They don't care. They're working to survive and live, and that's it. And feed their family and go about their day.
But even in that statement right there, that's what I mean. Like it's subtle. You don't realize it that you're actually playing for a particular team. All of us do. I made that argument long ago in this room when people were like, well, Lion, are you a racist? And I think you're a racist, Lion. And I would say, yeah, I am.
I think you're hardcore and people aren't hardcore. You know?
I'm living in the realistic world where it's the reality. If I care about my children, and I care about their cousins, and I care about all the other people that look and act and behave and are trying to preserve our culture, our East Side ways, that means I prefer my own over yours. I want my children to get the best education over your children. I want my children to... Yeah. So what does that mean?
I respect that for you, right? But in my household, in my family, I wasn't raised like that. We don't think like that. You know what I mean? That's why I say you're more hardcore, because it's not about people who look like us, right?
Ms. Lopez. Mm-hmm. So let's just say, hypothetically speaking, your son is sick. and mine is sick. The doctor says, hey, listen, I can only save one. We only have enough XYZ medicine, quadruple, blah, 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 and that's it. Who are you going to save?
You're talking about someone's child, though. That's different than.
It's not. It's all the same.
I don't know.
Who are you going to save?
If you're gonna say, okay, two people's children that aren't yours, one's this and one's this, that's probably a better question because you separate it from your own. Everyone's gonna choose their own child.
Exactly the point. And guess what? I'm gonna choose my own grandmother. I'm gonna choose my mother. I'm gonna choose my dad, and I'm also gonna choose my dad's friends. I'm gonna choose my cousins. I'm gonna choose my cousin's neighbors. I'm gonna choose my cousin's girlfriend, and even every bitch of a baby mama. Choose all of these people. I'm gonna choose every single one of them. I prefer them over everybody else, and everyone prefers their own people over mine.
I disagree because I would choose a child over an adult, no matter the color.
The Chinese choose the Chinese over everybody. Arabs choose Arabs over everybody. You get it? What I'm saying now?
I just think a little.
The reason for the choice is preservation of your culture and familiarity. It's not a bad thing. It's just we've been taught that these are bad ideas. But you already naturally do it anyway. You do it every day and don't even realize it. I'm not sitting around thinking about white people. I'm thinking about how to better my children and better my family, just like you are. But in the midst of that, guess what? If there's a threat to my child's education because somebody else decides to move into the neighborhood and they want to start absorbing all of the resources over my children, I'm going to have a problem with them. Did I have a problem with them? I thought we were all human, though. You see?
I understand what you're saying.
If we don't believe in those things, then there's really no reason why we have borders, fences, or property rights. Don't have anything because it doesn't really matter. We should all just sit down and say, hey, listen, no matter what happens, we win. So if the Mexicans come and invade the entire America, it doesn't really matter because they're all human. We're all the same, right? If the Chinese come and do the same thing, it doesn't really matter because we're all the same. We, the humans, we won. I want my children to have the best education. And so that's the reason for the competition. That's why we compete. That's the point of capitalism. You want your children to have the best, and I want my children to have the best. If your children got the best of everything, what does that do for me and mine? What if your son grew up to be the greatest, I don't know, the greatest whatever, and he's just loaded with money? What does that do for my family, who don't even know you? Not a damn thing.
Is this the plot for one of the 70s movies?
Or I can be like, oh, we're a part of the human race, so we all win. Even though Mrs. Lopez's son is off doing great things, and he built a rocket that can land itself, and he's off to Mars. What does that do for me? Huh?
A damn thing.
Exactly. But what does work out Ms. Lopez, is when you come to Georgia and the Mexicans that are already here, you can go to Jimmy Carter and go down this strip, and everything is Spanish. All of the buildings are Spanish. All of the titles and the names, the companies, they got their own taxi cab company. They got all of this stuff. You know why? Because they prefer their own. Does that mean that they're evil racists who hate everybody else? Or is it just practical that they will make their own lives convenient for themselves and their children?
That convenience, though?
For them, yeah. It may be inconvenient for others because if I don't speak Spanish and I want, and that's the closest place to eat or get a tire changed or there's an emergency and I'm going, help, hey, listen, I got a problem. And he's like, oh, hey, no comprende. Espanol? And I'm like, no, I don't speak that. I got this problem, blah, 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 blah. It's convenient for them, but it ain't convenient for me. It works out for them. That's what it's been like, literally being a black person living in America all of this time.
People should learn how to speak English. I mean, my family did. Very fast.
So when the black people are now adopting the same behaviors as the other people that come to the country, they're the ones being called racist. But everybody's practicing this. Everyone. Every single group is doing the exact same thing. The Armenians, they're doing that in California. They got their own area. There's nothing wrong with that. The Arabs, they're doing it. The Ethiopians in the north, in Detroit, they're doing that.
Armenians have been in that area for several years. Since my mother was young.
That's the point, though. They put their flag there and they say, hey, look, this here is going to be our spot. This is our lunch table. We're going to speak our language. We're going to keep and maintain our culture. We're going to practice our beliefs. And we're going to marry and have children. We're going to have our children. That's how we're going to do it. But guess what? Guess who's not supposed to do that? The black people and the white people that are here. If white people practice the exact same thing, they're called racist. If black people practice the exact same thing, they're called racist. And they're trying to force us to be together with each other. But everyone else can maintain their culture.
See that?
To be fair, Armenians are called racist all the time for the way we live.
Really?
Yeah, we're called xenophobic, right? But here's the other side, guys. Like, when the Soviet Union fell, right, there was a huge influx of Armenians that came to LA, and most of us really didn't want to come here, but it was the best option at the time for our parents. And so they obviously didn't plan it. It was very sporadic, unplanned. So you're going to want to live by people who speak the same language as you. But as decades go on, like, we marry other cultures, we move out to other places, but there's still the majority of the people that are doing exactly what he just said. Like, yeah, we're gonna stay Armenian. I expect you to have Armenian kids. I expect you to go to Armenian private school. Like 80% to 90 are like that. But as the generations go, whether they want to or not, they pretty much fade, and you can't hold on to it for too long. It's very hard.
That's all I'm trying to say. So at the heart of Armenian Central, the culture is being maintained. Now, of course, as generations go on, the generations that come out, they're going to, of course, mingle with the other people, start talking and stuff. But the heart still maintains its identity. My argument, though, my point is, they're not allowing that for the black people. The oldest group here, they don't want that for us. And there's been government, institution after institution trying to force us to forget who we are. But everybody else is allowed to maintain their identities. And I think that's wrong. I think it's sick. Everyone else is allowed to maintain their history. But the black people, their history is constantly being erased. That's what my wife was talking about earlier.
To the Native Indians, oh my God. Let me start.
Them too. But at least with the Native Indians, they were allowed to get a section of land or a section of places, and they're allowed to, even though it's an impoverished state, they're still allowed to keep their culture. You gotta understand what's happening here. You're forcefully trying to eradicate people from their ancestors, and you're trying to make them basically a blank slate, somebody that you can mold to whatever it is that you want them to be, a slave. They don't know where they're going, and they don't know where they've been. They are orphans.
That's why the school system is the way it is. That's why they don't want the kids to critically think. That's why they want us to follow the leader. All of that shit. If you look at everything and how it is, from pharmaceuticals, the medical industry, everything, the school system, everything, it all fits like a puzzle in how they want us to be. And it's all about control.
Charlie Kirk is a racist. Just it's leading the government talking point where they're trying to forcefully eradicate people who prefer their own cultures. And it's just, to me, that's just sick. It's wrong. Now, if the white guy was like, hey, look, like we were talking about earlier, we need to strip the black people of all of their rights that they fought for. We need to put them back in shackles and put them back on a fucking plantation somewhere. That's a different thing. But if he's saying, hey, listen, the white community is literally dying off. Our white women have been told that it is a bad thing to have white children. They should prefer men of other races. That right there is a soft genocide. It's an eradication of culture. If you're saying that the white people should not exist at all just because of their historical context, no other justification other than that. And the best way that they can, I guess, be a more productive member of society is genetic erasure. That's genocide. If you're telling black people to do the exact same thing or abort their children by setting up abortion clinics in the black communities, that's genocide. It's a more humane way of depopulating a group of people, while at the same time you're opening up the gates and letting all of the newcomers come in to replace them. You don't see that? You don't see how that's playing out?
I say that because there was a court case in 1980 in LA. I've known that for a long time. That to the Mexican and the black women, they were sterilizing them without their permission. There was a court case. And so that wasn't that long ago, right?
Right. So let me ask you something. Let's talk about. I like to say let's take a look at all of the strong nations. I mean, really powerful nations that cannot be moved. Are they those powerful nations? Are they represented by men or women? Men. So why is it that the black community in America are represented by homosexuals and women? When did these people become the spokespersons for the entire black community? Who put them in charge?
The Democrat.
Do you think black men would have fought for abortions? Black heterosexual men.
Oh, I don't think.
Right, and this is key because this is where we start sliding down that slippery slope of dictatorship. When you start saying they're allowed to protest in ways that I allow, not in ways that the law allows, right? Because if they're complying with the laws of said city that they're demonstrating or protesting in, there should be no reason to have interference or rubber bullets shot because you don't like the way they're protesting.
Well, they
That's
did
the
that with
difference
the
between
news now.
dictator.
They told them they can't report at the White House or anything unless they sign a contract saying that they will only say what he will allow them to say in the news or something like that.
I'm doing yoga.
Can you repeat that again, Mimi?
They're saying that. Okay, somebody explain it.
No, go ahead. Now, Fox News and others said they will not go along with what the Trump administration through the Pentagon media has essentially censored or wants to tell people what to say. And Fox, CNN, and others have said they're just not going to roll with that. And their credential passes could be disbarred. And the only news media is right wing. I think One America or something like that, which I don't know what the hell One America is, but I know it ain't bigger than NBC and some of what you call legacy news. And Legacy News has the money to sue, and I hope they all come together and sue, because that's probably what it's going to have to take is class action lawsuits. People can't do stuff by themselves. You're going to have to start suing in massive groups and whatever else you need to do, because that's the media's right to, that's why they give them press passes and stuff there. I've never, heard of this kind of stuff where only one news station can be back there. This is America, and that's why people are speaking out about it. It's just not right. And quite frankly, it's probably and absolutely not legal. That's a problem. That's really bad, to try to control the media and what people say and how they say it.
Yeah, I'm at work, but thank you, Action.
Look, one second, real quick, 1 second. Pepe, you're more than welcome to be on the stage. More than welcome to give your contribution and anything else, because we do have people of Jewish descent in here, and that's real disrespectful to their.
That's not Hitler, though.
Well, I don't care. It's close enough.
This article I posted. Hold on one second. Sorry.
Go ahead, Action.
I'm sorry. I was just reading the article about the missiles thing with Trump. It's saying that Governor Newsom is still trying to decide actually going to go forth with it. But there's, I guess, a plan mapped out to it, but it's not concrete yet as of today. I'll put it in the chat for y'all. So y'all can read the details, but yeah.
People have the First Amendment right, but with everything that's going on, man, just with everything, I would say this is a crazy time. We all watched Charlottesville happen in real time, and so it's just, I don't know. Just pray and just be careful.
Wait, but what do you mean this is a
Have
crazy
you heard
time?
anything out of Memphis in terms of what's going on with the
I'm gonna give it right back to you. Put your hand down, Pepe. I don't care if it's not Hitler. I don't care if it's Franco. I don't care who it is. They're doing the Nazi salute. Come back with a PTR. They're not making a racist gesture, and you'll be welcome to the stage. That's it. Go ahead, Anthony.
Yeah, so have you heard anything about Memphis and the effects of the National Guard being out there?
No, we haven't heard anything. I haven't heard anything. Nothing solid. I think they went last Friday. It might have been. So it might be too soon.
Got somebody in the Peyton. You want to come up? Tell us about it. So she's in the Memphis area.
Miri, did that answer your question with the press corps leaving the Pentagon?
Yeah, so because I saw some podcasters and stuff, they were basically really upset because they were not able to get press passes without signing the contract. They said they withdrew the report. But
Exactly. And you know what? I'm glad you brought it up because this is exactly why we can't get rid of history in schools, because unlike certain supporters on the stage, they think that this is okay. They think that it's okay for an administration to dictate what our media is putting out there. And they don't see the dangers of this. They don't see the danger of this. They don't see that this is hinting on what's more to come. That's the crazy part. They'll find a way to justify this. There ain't no justification for this. How the hell are you going to tell the media what they're going to talk about? That's not what the media was made for.
Who supports that? I'm just curious on this stage. I actually think when it comes to the White House press corps, he should not be playing the game.
But the problem is, if you read Project 2025, if you know, it was clear that, let's just say not, you guys will make it up like you didn't know nothing about this, fine. But if you still support him after this, the problem is you can't not support this. How the hell do you support an administration, period, after something like that? Period. How do you support administration, period? Because if they can do that, what else are they going to do? When is enough for you all?
The left has been doing this for a while. I really don't care.
So, if you can...
In what way? Give an example.
How y'all engaging with this fool?
Oh, hey guys, I was just gonna mention the 250th anniversary. It's just artillery fire off the coast from Camp Pendleton, and the closest Snow Kings Day is 79 miles away. Not really overlapping.
That's good news. Now we can party like it's 1999, baby.
I know they're shooting artillery out.
I mean, I'm sure you guys are for the Marine Corps and then celebrating their history.
Yeah, of course. No, they don't.
But wait a minute. I thought their birthday was in November, but I guess I'm wrong. Shit, wrong.
You should look it up, the official date.
Yeah, let me look that shit up.
Saturday. Shit.
The Marines' birthday is officially Saturday, you said?
Yeah, these new rules are a bit intense.
Yes, it is indeed the Marine Corps' 250th anniversary. Is officially
First battle was in
2025,
I mean,
which marks the founding of the Continental Marines back in 1775. So it's definitely a big milestone for them.
the press pass is that's what's crazy, that people, reporters can't report what they want to report. That's dangerous.
Hey, but Mimi, you know what else? When you brought up this, the King's March and all that, and the thing is, with them labeling Antifa as a terrorist organization, I think you mentioned it. If someone does some kind of act of violence according to them, they can be labeled Antifa, right?
Terrorists.
Yeah, so this is exactly how they're going to lock up people, labeling them Antifa. This is how they're going to actually put bodies to the group so that they can show their base, oh, see, Antifa does exist. And then you're going to have, like, certain individuals that say, see, Antifa did exist. Look, they're locking them up. It's exactly what, their plan is to do. So, I mean, yeah. So beyond that missile stuff, I think that's even more dangerous is that that's the shit that they're going to be pulling off.
Kind of like the January 6th
you guys
people and everyone associated with them. Like,
you got to mute up. Talking, you got to mute up.
I know wait,
hold on. Yeah. Okay. I was trying to ask them where they could see me. They were wrong. That's all.
Okay.
See, it's an hour and 20 minutes.
Can I just do a breaking news? Is that just like the thing?
It's not missiles. It's not going over LA. Just
server mission in your own room.
One mic on Lisa. One mic on Lisa.
I don't know if you guys have talked about this, but what's his name? Turtle? Did he pass out again?
Girl, he did. He fell out on the floor. He fell.
He fell
on the floor.
Oh, he got
He got back up though.
It was pretty bad though.
Barely got back up. He needed help, 2 people to help him back up.
It looked like he did ask a good question though.
Yeah, asked about ice and he slipped on some ice.
I'm not laughing at the.
Oh, that ain't funny. That old man. That's
Girl, he done glitched out 3
Girl, I'm
times.
sorry. That was funny as hell to me.
2 more times.
That shit was hilarious.
That was funny as hell to me. I'm sorry.
That's the elder abuse. His rich wife need to come get him and take him home. You could tell he was kind of dizzy because he held on the other guy a little bit. Didn't grab him. He was losing his balance and he just fell. I was like,
That's because the prices are too high to get his
don't
insulin.
pay attention to him. The people around him do not pay attention. He is not being. They let him sit there and freeze on camera for like a full 30 seconds before they step forward.
Well, it is the government shutdown, so he's not getting his health care right now.
Trust him.
cancer in the Republican Party. He needs to step down.
Yeah, he stepped down all right.
He been
a little bit too
Fell
fast.
down.
He fell down. Yes, sir.
And they said Anthony 1000% was in the room calling us like low IQ.
Okay. I'll be glad you would be in the room.
And he said he likes Patty, and he met Patty in person, and that is a person based on real life.
Oh shit! Hold on, let him finish. Let him finish.
Yeah, let me finish. He said that he met.
You down if you don't mute up. Go ahead.
So he did say that he likes Lisa, and he said that he likes Patty, and he said, in fact, he likes Patty, and that nothing will change his mind about anything on this app because he knows like who she really is, and like he didn't say anything bad about either of them. Like, this
That's fine. I'm not really worried about it, pepperoni, so I'm good, you know.
Can I respond to the insulin statement?
One second though. The person that just said that was not in this room. They weren't in this room. They were in that room on a burner. So they don't even know what was just said in here. They just independently confirmed that.
So somebody,
the clip.
Play the clip.
Somebody was saying that they can't afford insulin.
One thing I know, I would put my vouch on. They are not fucking lying.
Hey Jim, ask him a question. Ask him a question. Say if Anthony said some people are low IQ, or he said like the whole room is. Like, find out what.
Okay, all right.
CEO, make sure you get mad as him as you did.
Because we already know that Anthony likes Patty, likes Lisa, like so that's we already know that. So that
let's not defend
they're not gonna put
because
they're not gonna put
don't do that, Amari. Don't play cleanup until we hear the clip.
You can't divide them. Lisa and Patty.
You have to get an action on anything. Sorry.
Lisa, come on now. You know.
No, seriously, I don't play those kind of games because I know humans are capable of humaning and they do it all the time. So never put your faith in another human being.
One thing y'all gotta do about this app is that makes it around this app. Y'all know how this app works. Y'all on this app. Of course somebody in there on a fucking burner.
Mm-hmm. And it's okay, you guys. I'm not taking it one way or the other because I know where I stand. I know who I am. And I don't have to defend myself. I don't have to defend you guys because all you guys are very intelligent, brilliant. And I do mean that because we can have a conversation till 5 o'clock in the morning. So obviously there's something happening. There's something going on. And it's not a bunch of fuckery. So, because I'm not about that. But anywho, I don't even want to talk about it anymore if you guys don't mind because it just, to me, it's a compliment left-sided, and I'm just gonna take it and roll.
All right, let's keep the conversation rolling then.
All right, so homeboy fell out, and he had two black men was it two black men that had to pick him up? He needs to retire. He really does. He is just taking y'all's money, y'all Republicans' money, and not giving you any return on your fucking dollar. So he's weird, he's old, and he needs to go someplace and sit down or fall down or whatever.
Republicans agree with you on that. Like we've been saying this for a long time. Like he's a fucking dinosaur. And he's a part of the old machine. Like we just can't wait for him to step down.
You know what? If it wasn't for that old fart, y'all wouldn't have the Supreme Court. So show some respect.
Okay.
Not that I'm a fan, but hey.
Yeah, I get you. So what else is happening? We covered the young, dumb Republicans and their fucking missteps. So y'all ain't talking about that over in that other room. And then the fact of the matter that Trump is saying, well, no, he didn't say it, that this Middle East peace deal is about to fall apart right before our eyeballs. It's just a big grip. So I'm just waiting for them to start handing out the plans of the hotels, the golf courses, whatever. They do not care about these people in Gaza, but we have to pay for it. We have to pay for the hotel. We got to pay for the fake ass rebuilding. And Trump's name is going to be on everything. I think I took a bet with somebody in here, but I'm standing on my bet. I won't welch.
Yeah, Lisa, you hit it on the head. I said it. You know, Patty had a room. You know, Hamas said they're not giving up their weapons. Furthermore, 6 aid trucks were supposed to come in. They only let in 3. The border into Egypt is still closed. So it's a big celebration over nothing. They're not giving up weapons. This is not a good look. On top of that, I don't know if you guys saw, Trump was exposed. I don't know if it was today or yesterday, with plans to build an arch, kind of like the Arc de Triomphe in Paris. And there's also an arc here in New York at Washington Square Park. So he wants his own arc, guys. He wants a Trump arc.
Crazy.
I don't know where they want to push Trump that new stuff there.
A self-aggrandizing narcissist wants to do that? Who would have ever guessed Trump wanted to do that? Amazing.
So that's why he's not getting that Nobel Peace Prize, because it is not for people who just continuously on the back of other people, poor people, disenfranchised people, marginalized people. That is not a award make. So y'all guys keep on over there wishing and hoping. He'll get one though. He'll make it out of AI, and then he'll put it up in the White House, him getting this award. But do you guys really care that much, you MAGAs, that he gets an award?
No, it's fucking retarded. It's like him trying to fake narcissism. And I wanted to touch, because he mentioned
I care that
the young Republicans.
The money he owes her.
Who's this?
That's what I care about.
It's a nobody. Keep finished. Go ahead.
So the young Republicans, I don't know if you know, because you guys most of you guys are obviously, left-leaning. This is actually, this whole group chat thing is ignited like a civil war among right. So you have the largest influencers. We can look at Ben Shapiro. We can look at Dinesh D'Souza. We can look at the Babylon Bee founder. I forget this asshole's name. You have all of these people. There's a bunch more. Then you have basically Matt Walsh, which is weird because he works for Ben Shapiro. You have
Walsh. Who is that?
He's the guy who he made a few.
He's the What Is Woman man. He made the documentary about What Is a Woman.
Okay.
Nah, that's the.
And so he is a large
What's the
influencer on the right. The disagreement is so. There's a term that was like there's one guy named James Lindsay. He's a right-wing influencer with a large following. He coined the term, woke right. And so that is basically there's a part of the right that is just like the woke left. He considers all of the people that you would consider far right to be woke right. And so when it came to the comments that were being said, I look at it as a lot of it, like some of it was like obviously offensive. Some of it is like, I could tell they were just like, it was just them trying to, be edgelords and humorous. But it's, they feel that these people are like a cancer to the right and they need to be excised, just as like the left needed, the liberals needed to do that to people further on the left. And so you're having this battle. It's been going on for a couple of days.
I'm confused. Are you saying there's like people there's the one group on the right, and then they're looking at the other group on the right, and they're saying the edgelords are ruining it for all of us? Or
no, they're saying, so they're basically saying the far right needs to go.
And what are they? Are they like moderate right, or are they the far right?
So I would say Ben Shapiro would be right of center.
Sound like some op shit. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, I don't. Do you consider
No,
Ben Shapiro far
I
right?
know what he's saying. He basically saying is that like the rest of the party's trying to excise the group that is like so far right. We're calling them the woke right because they feel like it's left out.
So you're saying people like Ben Shapiro and whatever, they want to get mainstreamed, and they're like, all these Hitler jokes are getting in the way.
No, Ben Shapiro is already mainstream, and so he wants to not allow the people of the likes like Nick Fuentes. Unfortunately, is already kind of mainstream amongst the young people.
A racist.
And
all racist.
They're racist.
Wait, but bottom. Wait. But here's the thing.
Okay. You're putting words in my mouth. I get it. Yes, a lot of the people on the far right are racist. Not all of them. Some of them have like a very far right interpretation
Yeah,
of
but it's
Christianity.
an exaggeration you saying
far
Civil War because
It's-
I don't see this shit happening. Maybe they had a little tweet or something, but a Civil War, this shit.
It's not a civil war. You're right.
I don't hear shit going on. They should be out in the public if that was the case, fighting and duking it out. What you said was an exaggeration.
I'm not. It was obviously hyperbolic. I was not saying that it's like a literal fucking civil war. I'm talking about on social media.
Why say it?
They've been fighting in the Republican Party since his first term. What is it? The Lincoln Project is the fundamental Republicans, MAGA, and then you got the far right. They've been infighting for a long time. This is not new.
That's a little.
MAGA is not the establishment.
Yeah, but that whole Lincoln, they have the Lincoln Project has no weight anymore. So no, that's not that sort of thing. They did during his first term though, but they had weight in his first term, and they had weight when he run for re-election. But they don't.
It's not about the way. I said they've been infighting for a long time. The Republican
Yes, but it's
Party
different
is
groups
into,
this time.
That's what I was trying to say. It's split into like three or four different parts of the Republican Party. You got the fundamental, the Constitution people that believe in the Constitution. You got MAGA. You got the far right, and then you got the fringe right. So
No, not today. That's not the case today.
that is.
It was 5 years ago for sure.
This said since his first term.
I mean, the Republican Party, the Overton window has shifted. I was considered a pariah, a Nazi, all this shit. I disco Hitler, and still are.
Narcissistic
National
personality
socialism.
disorder.
Okay, yeah, because you see, the left likes to call people this stuff, and then What does it have to do with National Socialism or Hitler? People will call me racist, and I don't care about that label. Yeah, the Overton. Yes, if I Raya, that was a shit stir like 6 years ago, but then, which in a weird way kind of made me like gave me an audience because I was so like, rubbed against the grain so much. But if I go today, if I go onto X, I am so like mediocre and, or I guess you could say milquetoast compared to how far the right. Basic.
Before you jump in, we get him saying the Republican Party is more racist. Like, everybody calm your tits. Like, that's the most interesting thing. He's acknowledging it.
Hey, I like my beef.
So I would say things that would have never been allowed to be spoken about are now being spoken about. And I would say the Overton window in a very weird way is you have like the activist left where you do see some overlap, and I'm talking more on the far left. Things are kind of, people are being given platforms again that would have never, ever, ever been allowed to have a platform in 2000, for example. Or excuse me, 2020. The amount, like, I'm somebody who used to, believe it or not, like, fight with the neo-Nazis and nationals, or national socialists is the term they usually go all the time. But
and now
today I still think that, but they've gained like a shit ton of momentum, and so you do have like a large part of the right that is very conspiratorial, yet also hateful and bigoted, for sure. And this will be my little caveat. I do think that like white people, I respect all cultures and whether it's your ethnic or religious or racial group, you know, to have a level of autonomy where, you know, you should not be, they should be able to preserve themselves basically. And so like I would see a lot of this multiculturalism shit. I see like, no, this is fucking retarded. You guys do not have to subject yourselves to that. That was my angle always this whole time. And so it's kind of like, do I see like a good byproduct of that being that like, okay, maybe we'll reject this multiculturalism shit. Yes. Do I agree with their foundational beliefs? Not at all. But they've definitely, the right has been radicalized a lot. I would say, especially the young men, and I would say that some of the most influential people that push the far right rhetoric today are actually multicultural. We can look at what's his name. Well, you have Andrew Tate, you have Myron Gaines, I forget his name. All of these people, they will basically do the Hail Hitler, do the Roman salute. All of these guys push this shit.
Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah.
I want to say, okay, so can you just explain it to your
He
Trump
literally has.
Wait, hold on. I know, guys, hold on. Can you just explain that to your buddy above you, who just said your guys' party isn't the party of racism?
Well, you can say it isn't it's the party of racism, that's fine, but did I want to undo a lot of what Biden did? Yeah, absolutely. And I think even if I was like somebody who didn't think about race, I think that what we had occurring on our southern border and the amount of funding that we were giving illegal immigrants was rather insulting. So yeah, I wanted to undo it.
Basically, you said you're okay with money with hate to undo some social programs?
Yeah, so you don't know yet. So Pepe's a minute racist. We don't have to like ask him those questions or whatever. Yeah, he
Let the
but
woman
we
speak,
don't.
CEO. Let the woman speak.
Okay, we're doing this.
Don't be shutting her
No,
down.
her points are those are good points. Those are good because
I already said it.
no, you weren't. You're making valid points because the point you're making is the exceptions that a lot of people took, including Black MAGA, against their own selves because of whatever they want to undo with Biden. So no, you're making some great points.
Please, Plenty, go ahead and take the mic.
I was just asking Pepe. So you're saying that most of your party will align with hate, just to undo some social programs. Is that something?
I don't think it's most. I think that the overtly hateful or racist or ethnically or religiously identitarian people. I mean, that if you add them all up, like the evangelical Christian voting bloc, or just the Christian voting bloc in general, there's a good bit of that. Which I would say a small minority of them are hateful, what you would consider hateful or bigoted. But I would say that there's like, I don't know, maybe there's no way I can come up with this. Like, what percentage of the Republicans are genuinely racist? I mean, maybe it's different. There's online versus in real life. Most of the Republicans I've known, they are multiracial. Yes, whites tend to be more dominant in there, but I would say most of them are not hateful. But maybe there's 10 to 20% of them that are, harbor these feelings. This is shooting from the hip. I don't have actual statistics. There's no way I can.
I wasn't asking for actual statistics or number. I was just asking, do you think that most of the people will align with hate just to undo?
No, I don't think so. And I would say probably the group that would go against it first. I'm somebody who's raised Catholic. I'm not religious. But I do know that, like, with Catholicism, for example, we're all God's children. I cannot hate any of God's children or discriminate against them. That is, I cannot truly be motivated by my religion. And
that's not really answering my question, but that's okay, Pepe. I got one more thing.
What's up, G's? What's up, Pepe?
All right. Do you think that the resurgence of the Republican Party is because more younger people are coming in with some of these fringe ideologies?
Partially, but you're also kind of like what you have historically, get a lot of young people that are radically left. But I would say one of the only things I've seen in my lifetime, and that I can even think on, I don't even know if my dad's lifetime has ever experienced this, is the punk rock, the guy who goes against the grain, has always meant that you were kind of revolting, but from the left. You were shunning a lot of the shit on the right. Whereas you did see this mainstream acceptance of the left from both corporate America, academia, from the government, from everywhere. And where it's just like, getting tattoos, piercings, coloring your hair, being not being heteronormative or whatever. It was like, that was resistance. That was going against the grain. It's just like, I'm just going to be like this. I'm going to work out and not get tattoos. I'm going to be religious, and I'm going to, do my best to be white or show my proximity to whiteness. That is like the new punk rock.
Well, this is weird to me that you keep saying religion, but in that same tongue of yours, be saying nigger. So you're running people.
When did I say I was religious?
You said, first of all, you said you were raised,
but I said I was not I said I was not religious. I made that a very clear caveat.
Oh, I didn't hear the very clear caveat. I heard you.
I'm not a Christian nationalist. I'm not somebody who preaches Christianity. Everybody on here knows me knows I don't talk about religion that much. I'm not I'm not a person of the Lord. I haven't been in church in like 20 fucking years.
Well, we know that.
People, you're not a Christian nationalist.
Anyway, so let me know when I can comment here. It's the time of Square Shark. I'm happy to comment on that.
Because it's becoming a little weird. Who's talking?
Wait, I'm sorry. Are we gonna turn this into?
No, we're not.
Racist question hour?
Kimberly, you just heard it's about to move on. Don't go backward.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Kimberly, let the
Just add me to the queue then. Times Square Shark. Ken.
Racist questioning hour is crazy.
Yeah. And you guys are the ones that are doing it, so that's crazy.
Pepe, do you consider yourself a racist, or do you dislike other cultures?
Really?
Really? So, real quick, so Plenty, I want to apologize. You were not doing what I thought you were going to do, so my bad.
Okay. So the Times Square Shark here. So what I would say is Trump is not your savior. He is someone who is a malignant narcissist like me, but I'm not malignant. I know I'm a narcissist. And he is actually, from kind of a higher level perspective, he's supposed to be some kind of Atlantean and other being, which meant to kind of divide people.
Jacob, shut your white trash mouth.
Oh my goodness. And then the thing is that
these are the translucents are crazy today.
so versus Elon.
Okay, so you guys hurry up with the racist talk because actually it's starting to bore me. But go ahead.
I'm using what he's saying.
I'm saying something intelligent.
After midnight.
Oh, okay.
One mic at a time. Come on, y'all.
Yeah. Go ahead,
so basically,
go ahead. You want to hurt me? Whatever.
Here to sort of divide people, and Elon is here to, awaken people to the concept of transhumanism, right? To humans merging with AI, which they do on future timelines, right? And so, it's, you sound good.
Somebody kick that cracker to the goo. Jacob, shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what
Pepe
it sounds like.
Pepe is a closeted gay.
I am a Mexican. You're right.
I mean, anyway, moving along. So Trump is not your savior.
Can you just drop them, please? Because we can move on.
Done.
And I don't know what gay sounds like, but obviously you guys do. So let me see here. Anybody else want to talk about something that's going on in our government, which we should be hyper focused on instead of this garbage that you guys are?
Do you have any more clips
on stage?
Do you have any new clips?
It's a little bit
Anybody
too
have
late.
anything on Memphis?
Memphis? Is something going on in Memphis?
Hey,
did y'all watch the debate tonight?
The police chief said on Memphis, pretty much he said he's clearing out those jails. He's moving, anyone that needs to be in the state prison, he's clearing it out. So if ICE or whoever comes in there, whatever federal agents or military, whatever's going over there, if they start acting up, he's got some space for them.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that work out.
It'll work out perfect. In Chicago, it's great. We're deporting like the worst people God ever made.
Hey,
even though 65% of them are not felons.
People that traffic
So
children.
you're deporting Trump supporters?
Yeah,
the worst people on earth?
people that traffic women, yeah.
Alternative
That's so
facts.
So Trump supporters.
Epstein and Trump.
I can't hear him, man.
They spent hundreds of thousands of dollars to send people from Texas to Chicago, to then go to Chicago to round up the people that they already had in Texas. This is just a fucking circus.
This is your genius.
You know why they do that? Because the government.
Because it's all for show. It's all for
my country, or my whatever. And that's why they do that. Fly you to Chicago for free. And so the African Americans struggle. They don't know this. Chicago, you probably don't know. So they flood the African American communities. They take over, and they're like, "What the hell? We vote for Brandon Johnson. He's supposed to represent black people." Well, it turns out he doesn't give a shit about anybody. And so the blacks suffer the whites. We just moved to the suburbs. We don't give a shit. Like, go ahead, let the city burn. But it's a problem. It really is.
You are a problem.
What is going on?
Did you guys hear about the teenager who was thrown to the ground outside of Walgreens in Chicago by an ICE officer?
Oh,
Cuffed
wow.
and put in a van for 3 hours.
Some guy that like raped 3 kids got thrown to the ground.
Hey, you know what, Jacob?
What's wrong with this motherfucker?
Yeah, he's.
I can put him on the block list. What's the story, April?
April, April. So this is what happened. So pretty much ICE did a raid on a Walgreens. So they pretty much swarmed the Walgreens. If you watch the video, they swarmed it. So of course, everyone in there being scared. Everyone, not just people they were probably going in there after. Everyone started running. So there was a young African American kid. He ran out of the store and they tackled him. And they arrest him and they hold him for hours, nearly the whole damn day. You know, clearly a U.S. citizen, proof of the U.S. citizen. In the video, well, why did you run? You know, it's pretty much because you guys sworn. I didn't know what the hell was going on. The way they swarmed the building.
He was just out of high school too, Jay. He wasn't like a JD. He wasn't like a older person.
Yeah, it was a young guy.
He knows what's going on. So of course, his first. Listen, if they come to my Walgreens and I'm in there, I'm getting my ass out, okay? Serious.
That's what I'm saying. They use these tactics, wearing masks. The tactics that they're using. You can easily walk in calmly into a damn Walgreens. And if you know someone's in there, and take care of what you got to take care of. They're swarming these buildings like some goddamn Call of Duty. Like, and wondering why people are having this reaction.
I hope his parents took the fuck out of the government. I would sue the shit out of the United States.
But this is why the judge is making them wear body cameras, because this is happening over and over again. This is why the judge Chicago ruled you guys to wear body cameras at this point, because they're lying about the tactics that they're using. They're lying about how they're treating protesters. It's all bullshit. Go ahead, Alpha.
You're fine, baby. But speaking of the tactics, I'm reading about what's going on in Memphis, and they're saying that basically one of the tactics they're using is they're pulling people over in a state trooper vehicle, but they have a federal official in the car. So once they pull the person over, instead of the state trooper getting out the car, the federal official gets out the car and instantly arrests the person. Not arrest, but detains, excuse me. But that's one of their tactics they're using in Memphis currently, right now as we speak.
But you know what makes it bad is the racial profiling. Because a lot of times, they're not just, looking up a license plate and all that. They're literally a brown person in a car. They're pulling these people over, they're arresting them, and they're asking questions later. They're figuring it out later.
I just want the black MAGAs, our friends, to know, you could be next.
And it says they're getting pulled over for headlights.
When I said I'm Maury, I'm keeping my ass inside.
Yeah, it says they're getting pulled over for small infractions. It says they're getting pulled over for dim headlights. They're getting pulled over for paper tags. Someone got pulled over for not having their headlight on in the aftermath of a rainstorm. So it's like basically the common things that we get pulled over for. They're just using that as an excuse to get these people. So, yeah. This could be anybody.
Did you guys see that, I can't stand the FBI Director Cash's eyes, but did you see the Operation Summer Heat where they've arrested all those, when they went over the numbers?
No.
That was yesterday. You missed that yesterday. They had a press conference, and he had he had the charts up, and he talked about the various places where they arrested, various criminals and different crimes.
Was it data, or was it just him with a Sharpie?
No. He had all the graphs and the bar charts and all that other shit up there. I posted in the chat, but there's a full video of it. I mean, not in the chat. I posted in the 420 because you can see that the link is real, at least.
Okay, I'm looking for what's going on, you guys, because I know you guys are getting tired of all the arguing and the stimulating conversation that you've been providing. and a low IQ for 20. So let me see if I can find.
You're funny.
Lisa.
Oh, you played a Don Lemon video? Don Lemon was
Oh, you
sauce.
can play it.
I don't have it.
I know, I saw that.
He was
Hey,
sauce.
you can play it, actually. Hey, Amari, you can play it.
I gotta find it.
You always want to play a clip, so play the clip.
I always want to play it.
No, I'm saying. Go ahead, Amari. You're waiting with bated breath. I'm telling you.
Not bated breath.
Bated. I'm just going over some stuff for today. We talked about just about everything, but if you don't mind playing it, that's one for 30. You got it?
Yes, I was not ready to play any clips today in your room, but I'll find it. And
I appreciate you. Okay, if you would have told me earlier, I would have pulled it.
Oh no, not because I know you said you was asking any questions. Why am I stuttering? Good.
I don't know. I'm wondering the same thing.
Yeah, like I'm having a stroke or something.
No, you're just glitching out like your other Republicans.
Yeah, I think letting the translucents come up in here and be racist was crazy work.
Lisa, no, you're back on that, Amari. Tiffany in the chat has made a really good point, and maybe it'll have an impact, but since they're not going to red cities and red states, maybe not. She said it's so bad that people just aren't leaving home. The city is asking people to go to restaurants because they're feeling the pinch from people avoiding police harassment.
It's true.
Well, but they went to a red state now, though, Tennessee.
Where? Where they at?
Tennessee.
Memphis? Oh, yeah. Okay. That'd be a first.
Well, we know they're going to San Francisco next. He already said that the other day.
I heard. Why would they go to San Francisco of all places? They're not even doing
it was Oakland. It was Oakland?
I'm pretty sure it's Oakland, and I don't think it's San Francisco.
Yeah, I think it's Oakland. It's in Oakland.
He said San Francisco, babe.
I know they're going to San Francisco. They're going to be bored. They're going to go to Oakland.
He said they're gonna be bored.
It looks like
but they can threaten the LGBTQ community. They can go and arrest them.
Here in my dining room, I just got an Airbnb reservation, and the guy left. And dude, the room is like trash, so I gotta go down there and clean it. It's fucking.
Wait, which one? The studio?
The studio. Yeah, he like trashed it, dude. Trashed it.
How?
Just he had a dog. There's just like filth everywhere. Everything's just totally fucked up. It's like, how do people live like that? He just left fucking garbage everywhere. It's been filthy forever, dude. The guy's a fucking. He would walk around and like he's.
How long was he there?
For months. Never cleaned it once.
Did he pay you?
Fuck yeah, he paid me.
Are you gonna pay? Is he gonna pay you for the cleanup fee?
He already paid a cleaning fee, but he only paid $100, and this is like gonna take me hours and hours and hours. It's so bad.
You want my cleaning people? My Mexicans?
Oh yeah, you got people?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I need your people because I got this girl and she's like, I'll do a walkthrough on Saturday and then I'm available the 22nd. It's like, you're gonna do a walkthrough. It's like, I'll just send you pictures. Like, then you're gonna do a walkthrough and then come back days later. It's like, I gotta get this place clean now, but the girl checks in one day, not tomorrow, but the next day. So I got one day to clean the unit.
No, I got people. Camila.
Was she your Highland Park cleaner or something?
No, I found her down here.
Dude, do you think you could get her out here tomorrow?
I can give you her number. You're probably gonna
just text her. Just text her if you know her and say, hey, my friend needs to clean an apartment tomorrow. Are you available?
Okay.
Just text her. I texted somebody else, somebody from the coffee shop who put a note up. They didn't respond. So how goes Facebook Marketplace? I mean, I've done liquidations in my life. I've helped people liquidate. Shit, it's a pain in the ass, dude.
It's a pain in the ass. I think, and I got 10 people chiming me on my dresser. So $160 is not getting any points. So I absolute, just a very attractive redhead, but literally like no personality, like absolute not bubbly, not fun, just like dry and fucking like sat like she was like, yeah, just fucking like no personality.
I don't understand. Like, if she's cute, she's got personality. What do you mean?
She didn't.
Dude, you know, I told this girl today, I was like, I got this television show. It's called The Projection Show. You know, it's like, projection alert. She's like, ooh, what do you mean? I'm like, well, you are projecting what you're saying, but anytime somebody casts a negative dispersion on somebody, it's technically their projection. They're talking about themselves.
Yeah, well, you know me. I have a personality, so don't try to turn this on me.
Are you sure about that, Casper the Ghost? I thought you were just an angel. Well, I hope your fire sale goes well. So when's your last day here? Are we doing Halloween or what?
We're not doing Halloween. I know my parents come a week from today.
So wait, what are they gonna do with you? Just be like, well, we're trying to convince you to stay. I mean, dude, do you realize what it's gonna be like waking up in the morning and your mom is like, I'll get the coffee! And you're like, oh, it's so great living at home again. I'm just so happy to be here, Dad. He's like, your dad's like, Max, you're gonna take over the family business. It's all yours now, son. You're now Mr. Pronunciation Workshop. It's all yours, Max. Here's the YouTube login. Just create a bunch of videos and say this word. It's so easy, Max. Can you believe you're going to be the face of Pronunciation Workshop? It's all yours, dude. You're going to be famous. You're going to be fucking famous. If you take over that YouTube channel, dude, turn your Instagram public and like brand it for pronunciation. Dude, I'm telling you, you can easily make like $150,000 a year, probably within like a couple months. It's a total thing, dude. Your dad has it totally branded out. You realize you could just create these videos, you or your brother. Oh my God, you have a whole YouTube business. I couldn't believe how many subscribers your dad has. It's amazing. Your dad has a legacy business, dude. And it's just enough. It's like you go under the radar. That thing is just like a moneymaker. It's like you guys got like your own psychic hotline or something. It's crazy. Because like your dad technically just hypnotizes people and relaxes people. That's the funniest part about the whole thing. It's like I know your dad would not appreciate that because he's like, you know, super technical and really understands it all, but it's fun to like laugh about hypnosis and So what are they gonna do? Are you like, you're not getting like a van or anything? I mean, you're not gonna have much, right? Just your clothes.
Yeah, I'm gonna sell the rest of it. I'm texting Camila now. Are you seriously seriously interested?
Yeah, definitely.
Is it how big of a pigsty is it?
It's bad. It needs work. Like, I mean, but I could also be overreacting because I haven't actually really gone through it. But the amount of dog hair, he had a dog. I can see the dog hair like on the outside of the trail of where he was walking. You know, I don't know if he threw stuff out. Oh, dude, it's like I so do not want to clean this fucking thing. If you could get her up here, it would make my life.
How much you willing to pay?
$200 with a tip.
It's a studio.
Yeah. Do you want the Airbnb link? Let me send it to you so she can see the size. Max Gruber, dude. Did you see that really hot redhead musician I met? She lives in Nashville.
Yeah.
was like, my friend's moving to Nashville. Everyone's moving to Nashville. It's true. People definitely do coupling before the oncoming storm and the ice age encrusts the city of Chicago. But dude, that's so disappointing that you would go on a date and be like, "She got your personality." It's like, did you even like give her a hand massage and tell her astrology, or give her like?
Yeah, I did.
You gave her a palm reading?
Yeah.
You fucking full of shit.
Oh my god.
Bullshit. Well, what did you say?
I told her, well, I asked her what her birthday was to find out her sign. And then, yeah, I did the whole, health, wealth, love, palm reading.
Holy shit, maybe you do know my technique. Well, not every date is explosive, but if you're attracted, you're attracted. I don't understand, like, personality's never been an issue, because I'm attracted to somebody, it's like, that quality alone, like, supersedes somebody's attitude.
But what is, sometimes are you attracted and they're not?
Of course, dude.
So what is it? What is attraction?
See, I'm more interested in myself than, that person's personality. That's what I don't understand. Like, I don't know if you're doing enough self-development, That's why I call it projection. Because you're like, you tell me she's cute, but she's got no personality. It's like, what? Like, are we speaking different languages? Every word that ends with a C, you can like add a K to it, and it makes it a special word. Like politique, magic, music, physique, ethique, logic. They're like magic words. So personality don't end with a C, bro. So your lame ass excuse for why you didn't get, a kiss, it's on you, bro. Every kiss you don't get is a miss. Do you talk about love with her? See, this is why I'm reading a lot of poetry, because essentially you have to become like a poet. There's like, in a poetry book I read, it said if you live in poetry, you live in joy. So poetry is like a magic space that you want to live in. And then every day you go out on, you're like, oh yeah, I live in joy and bliss. What's new with you?
What should I say to the Queen Lady? John,
let me text you my address.
my friend John has a studio in Jeffersonville, so we've heard a turkey from a tenant. He's willing to pay $200 plus tip.
Yeah. Then you can text you my address and say, are you available tomorrow anytime? Dude, the floors were already wrecked, but like, I didn't see the carpeting. It's like, man, I gotta readjust and reset the whole thing, dude. It's a lot of work to reset that stinky ass little studio, and then it's like, I get his filth all over me. Dude, this guy was so gross. And he would like, see, the thing is, I want to leave him a negative review and be like, the place was absolutely filthy. He left it completely distressed, totally disrespectful. I want to leave him a negative review, but it's like, what's the point, Especially if I don't have to clean it myself. He didn't burn the place down. Because if this place burns down, did you realize just the deductible? I have to come up with $30,000 if there's like even a fire here, and it's like, dude, homeowners insurance is bullshit. Like when I had that flood, I filed a claim, absolutely nothing. Total waste of time. How'd you meet this girl?
And
No, the cleaner.
she's Ukrainian.
Oh. She cleaned your apartment? Oh, you mean the date?
Oh, the cleaning lady or the date?
The cleaning lady.
Oh, no, she's Mexican. I met her. I guess she cleaned somebody else in 777 because I asked the front desk. I said, "Do you have any cleaners that you guys know of?" And he gave me a card.
Excellent work. Well, I hope she's free tomorrow because that would, like, what a miracle that would be. What a blessing. What a mitzvah.
Yeah.
So, what else is, new? Like, are you excited about your new life? Because it's like you're retiring, basically. You're moving on to the gated community. I wish my dad and Patty would be like, "Hey, John, we got extra huge room for you with its own attached jacuzzi bathroom and its own side private exit, so like you and your lovers could like come in without disturbing us. Would you like to? And I'll have breakfast ready for you every morning at 8 a.m. with fresh ground coffee. It'll be like paradise. You won't have to pay for anything. Everything will be cleaned. All utilities will be paid. You can use either of the luxury vehicles at any time. You can use the golf cart. You can go to the golf course. You can go to the spa. Everything will be paid for. All your credit card bills will be totally paid for. All you have to do is go on YouTube every day and create 12 videos saying, "Say this word. Moving back home with mom and dad. Guess who's living at home with the groomers?" Like, you guys are gonna have your own. See, you can take it so far, so funny. Your dad really built a business not just for himself but for his sons. He built Your dad built the ultimate hypnosis business for both of his children. Your dad is like the world's greatest hypnotist genius. But see, the craziest thing is if you go to all these other YouTube channels, it's technically the same thing. So a lot of it is just like hot chicks, running up a hill, going skiing. Like, there are so many hot chick YouTube channels. It's crazy. Chicks with big boobs that, do all kinds of stupid shit. But they got bigger followers, than your dad. Like, they got millions. And you're just like, your dad's a small fish in a big pond, but he really did set you guys up with a legacy. Do you think you will ever, actually take over the YouTube and start creating videos and be creative? Or are you just going to, like, live off the royalties, be that kind of guy?
Well, my dad, he thanks you. He sent a message. He said, "Oh my God, thank you, John, he didn't even know he had 100,000 followers. So now he's getting, the YouTube play button at 100,000. He reached out to them. He's like, I just said 100,000. How do I get the button?" Mm-hmm. And so he thanks you.
Oh yeah. I was telling that musician in Nashville, because she was like, I was telling her about like video theory and production theory and like how do you create a hypnotic video. But then I was like, it always goes back to the keywords. Like, the algorithm favors you, but plus people search for keywords and that's how they do discovery still. So your dad is like the ultimate master because he like simplified the communication theory to such a degree, and like, it's talent, like production theory, and also his delivery. So it's like, your dad is a communication hypnosis genius, and like I said, he has built a hypnosis business for both his boys. You're gonna take it over one day. You're gonna be the next big hypnotist in America, Max. You or Jackson. Maybe together. I say you guys start creating videos together. Say this word, Jay. Say this word, Max. We're the groomer boys, and we're taking over pronunciation workshop. Dude, you have to do it, man. Take my advice and you won't regret it, because being creative is like the ultimate power and the ultimate fun. And you're going to make money doing it. So he can monetize. Like, that musician I met, she had like 40,000 followers and she's like, I just monetized. I'm like, damn,
Really?
dude, your dad could like easily get hundreds of thousands of views a day, like, and he's gonna get 15, 20, $40 for every 1,000 views. Like, your dad could be making nice money because it's so family friendly, dude. Your dad's channel is not provocative. It's so family friendly that like he should just hire a team of content developers like in the Philippines to create say this word videos and pump them out onto YouTube across multiple accounts and just brand it with Pronunciation Workshop. Oh, your dad could like your dad, because your dad is like so family friendly. Like the Google, they call it the Google Green Bucket, will just like reward every video of your dad's because it's like made for children, you know? But it's got a huge international market because it's English language training. So that's what I'm saying. If your dad could do scale, like it's like a whole separate business. It's just a publishing business. It's not even about like converting the people into paid subscribers, you know, for Pronunciation Workshop. It's more of just like, dude, we have 10 YouTube accounts with a total of, you know, 8 million subscribers all watching say this word videos. It's like, dude, I can't believe this is, because it's like a catalog. Your dad is the Motown of hypnosis. Say this word. China. Dude, say this word. Donald Trump. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. You see what I'm saying? Like, he has the format of how to induce people and basically get the keyword traffic. So it's like the ultimate like spam credibility.
Yeah. Okay, you want to? I'd like to go out with my parents and you next week. Are you free?
What's the date today? Let me look at my calendar real quick because I do have to drive to Springfield. Today's the 16th. So I guess I'm driving down that. Yeah, I'm free next week.
When are you driving down?
The 27th, Monday.
For signatures or for what?
To deposit my signatures with the Illinois State Election Commission in Springfield. Like, yeah, all my petition signatures.
You can't mail it?
Dude, I asked Max Rice and I kept like saying, dude. He's like, bro, I've done this twice myself. I'm not making this up. I was like, oh, you've done it twice. Who the fuck am I? Okay. So yeah, you can't just go to downtown Chicago. You have to go actually to Springfield, which I'm like, I still can't believe it, but that's...
Why?
I know they make it extra difficult for you.
Well...
But I'm going to have to rent a car, unless you want to drive. You want to drive to Springfield with me? That'll be your campaign contribution. I'll pay for all the gas. You got the ride.
How are you going to get back? No, because I'm going to be driving down there on probably the 28th or 29th.
Oh my God. What a pain in the ass. Could you imagine if you drive me before, then you drive all the way back up to Chicago, and then you have to drive all the way back down?
No, but you can like maybe take the train back. Or the Greyhound.
Man, fuck that shit. I'll just rent a car. I could never. I hate sitting on. I would never do a bus. That shit is so fucked up. Because then even if I get to Chicago and I get downtown, then I got to get back up to the northwest side. It's like, I'll just rent a car because it's not even a full day rental. It's like, you know, 9 a.m. to fucking
Because you don't think
9 p.m.
your nice Lexus could do it?
Dude, that bitch vibrates. You put the foot on your brakes at 60, the whole car starts shaking.
I can't believe it because it's a Lexus. Lexus is...
Dude, this thing is not like a Mercedes, man. I had a metal Mercedes. That thing has weight, but it's just something with the brakes or the end. You know, it's got to be with the brakes. And like, dude, it's a pain in the ass. I could try to get it looked at. Oh man, that's true. I could get my car looked at because I paid the diagnostic on.
Okay, Camila says, "Hi Max, I can help." So, because I want to clean it too. So she said, I can help you with your cleaning October 30th. About your friend, I can visit around noon to see the condition of his apartment. Then Saturday afternoon, I can be available to help them.
Dude, what is up with this? You want to look at it and come back and waste your time double tripping? What is up with these double trippers? What is it with these cleaning lady double trippers? What the fuck? You get it done in one job, you don't come back days later and you're just wasting your time sniffing the place. The fuck? The fuck? You're gonna sniff and come back? The fuck?
Then Saturday, after I could be available to help him, just give him my number and he can call me anytime. Just tell him to mention your name. Thank you for the referral, Max. Have a great night.
Yeah, don't bother texting again because I'm gonna have to do it myself. Oh, because she checks in on what's it say? She checks in on the 18th, so I got tonight and then all day tomorrow to clean the place.
She checks in on the 18th, so you mean she can't clean on the 18th?
She could, but it had to be so early in the morning because she doesn't check in until she's gonna check in probably like 10 a.m., 11 a.m.
Check-ins to hotels aren't until like 2 or 3 normally.
I think I have mine at 10 a.m., 11 a.m. Bro, the flooring is so discolored. It's like, oh, bro, I really don't want to have to do this work myself. I feel like I can get an infection just stepping foot in there. Dude, my life, you know, it would be great if I was like a high-end lawyer working in a skyscraper with a multi-million-dollar house. Instead, I'm like cleaning up people's dog filth in a fucking rundown Uber. I mean, a rundown Airbnb. I mean, this is why I salute you for going to Takeover Pronunciation Workshop because your dad has something going, dude. And like, you could take it over because, I mean, hell, you should even do like certifications in like speech therapy or something, and then like have your own little section on the website. Max joins the team. Max has been studying with his father, the world-renowned speech therapist and English-American speaking pronunciation expert, Dr. Gruber. Max knows all the ins and outs of how to speak American English. Say this word. All right, well, you know, looks like I gotta go to matzo ball by myself this year. Oh, see the Landon twins sitting up in their little perch, little gay falcons. It's all over, dude. The Grubers are literally moving on out. It's over. It's been a good ride. You guys literally took as much as you could from Chicago, and now it's time to check out. You guys are making the smart move here. You know, everybody in my family who has moved has always said we should have moved sooner.
Do you think you're gonna just rent out your mansion and move out?
Yeah, but not for like probably a year or so.
And then what if do you think you can move in with your dad and your stepmom?
No, hell no. But I can maybe move close by.
In Nashville?
No, West Palm Beach.
And why don't you want to move in with your dad?
Bro, I'm not gonna interrupt their marriage and their life. Like they got everything, you know, going. Like I'm not gonna interrupt somebody's flow.
Why do you think it's an interruption?
Well, see, my dad is living off of a pension. Your dad is like living off of subscriptions, you know? Like, it's not one is better than the other, it's just income. I'm just telling you, dude, if my dad had pronunciation workshop, I'd be upstairs in my home office fucking shooting say this videos all fucking day long, dude. I'd be fucking, dude, I would create 150 videos a day for pronunciation workshop if I were you. Bro, that's your subscription stream, dude. You're taking it over. It's all yours now, kid. Good luck. Let me know when you want to go to China. And I'll come with you as like a PhD in English speaking. Say this word, America. We'll have so much fun. Oh my god, dude. Everybody will invite us to parties. They'll say, these are the world famous American English speakers from Pronunciation Workshop with Dr. Kitover. Your dad will like stop World War III. Say this word, peace. Peace. Dr. Gruber said, peace, we have peace. No more war. Well, wait, what are you doing tomorrow? Why don't you come over here and help me clean? And then I'll come down there and I'll help you clean.
I'll help you clean them. No, thank you.
Well, what's the difference? I'll buy you a nice lunch. We'll go to Paterno's. We'll work out at the gym. We'll go to LA Fitness. And you can see how this guy lived. You know, he would walk in and out of the apartment all the time, and he was always on a Bluetooth, and he was always talking to somebody, laughing maniacally. I could hear him from like downstairs, like laughing and screaming, and oh my god. Dude, he was so annoying. I like waved to him, he would never wave back. I said, hey, nice to meet you, Nick. My name's John. I own this place. He was like, I don't know you. And they walked away. There's a big difference between letting somebody check in with the realtor lockbox versus shaking their hand and saying, I need to see your ID before I can give you the keys. You know, and like having that kind of a check-in where it's like, this is my place, these are the rules. And then even you can even walk them through the unit and be like, you see this bed? You see how clean everything is? When you leave, I want you to give it back to me like this. Can you do that for me? You know, but nobody, I don't even do that because I'm just like so lazy myself. I do all the work and I'm exhausted and I don't want to talk to people, you know? Yeah. Oh, this is my life. So just be thankful. I can't believe your dad said that I would think it was like a bad idea for you to move in. I bet your dad was projecting. I bet your dad was like, why the fuck does my kid want to move back in and mooch off of me and eat all my breakfast cereal? Yeah. Well, that's why I say you should help with the video production side of the business because that's the really labor intensive, but also the most important part of that business because video and video technology and production theory and all that stuff, like we humans are so addicted to videos because there's so many pixels in it. You see what I'm saying? Like there's so much information transfer in a video that there's nothing like it. So your dad's got a video production business, really. It's what's going on. And you could take it over and do it with your brother, dude. Imagine if you guys could put out like 2,000 videos, 3,000 videos, 10,000 videos, all branded Pronunciation Workshop, like, and you generated millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions of views. Like, you'd be like, wow, dude, we just made a lot of money with Google, you know? Next thing you know, you guys are getting those big fucking silver YouTube awards and Rohit and Sundar. Like, you want to invite Pronunciation Workshop to our YouTube award ceremony? And then the Gruber boys are in fucking, Santa Monica at the YouTube event. The next Jake Paul, Logan Paul, the Gruber boys, Jackson and Max. Then they'd like interview your dad, and your dad's like, I was nearly be successful producers and musicians. I was a musician and a singer, but I knew I'd never be famous because I was bald and no bald people are famous.
No, it's fun. No, I told that story tonight to the date. It's funny.
No wonder why you didn't get laid. Dude, I mean, what day is it? It's a Thursday on a date? I think the day matters too. Like, you went out on a Thursday, so like, that's Thor Day. Thor's like the god of war or whatever. So it's like, if you want to get laid, it's like if a girl goes out with you on Friday night, like that's the night of love. Or even Saturday night, but maybe the day of the date is also like important in terms of like activating your kundalini or her kundalini.
Yeah, I think so. I think as I'm getting older, weekend dates are better.
Also, this is like a great suggestion for you: is go on eBay or Amazon and buy like the cheapest copies of the Kama Sutra that you can find, and bring that on the date and say, "I have a special gift for you." All communication is hypnosis, and just give her a copy of the Kama Sutra, and either you're gonna smash that night, or it's gonna come in the future because you gave her programming, explicitly saying what it is, you know. So it worked for me, and she's texting me like all night tonight.
Who?
Doctor, the dentist.
The Indian girl?
Yeah.
That you stayed at her apartment in the city?
Yeah.
You're still chatting.
Still chatting. She's like telling me, she's like, you gotta delete all these Instagrams. She's like, I can't introduce you to my friends, to my brother, to my.
Wait, but that's not the Oak Park girl.
No, the Oak Park girl also just texted me and said she wanted to stay at my place, and I'll send you that conversation. And then then she just texted me and she said, I found somebody else, schmuck. She called me schmuck.
Seems all right.
Yeah, I know, but she tried. But the thing is, I've been through that. Like, I've experienced her. It really does come down like that personality. But you know what I found is part.
Well, personality. You're fucking.
See, to me, personality deals with the way someone sounds to you. So if they sound like hillbilly and stupid, it's not attractive. I need a good presentation, someone who sounds nice, somebody who sounds sweet. Voice matters, sound matters. Like, if you don't sound good and your presentation and your public speaking is bad, you're not attractive. It's part of the package, Just like you went out with a Ukrainian chick. Did she have an accent?
No.
Well, if she did, I'm sure you would have been talking about a pronunciation workshop.
Yeah.
But did you even bring it up?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you did? That's your big selling point, huh? I got. I'm the heir to a world famous American English speaking pronunciation training seminar known as Pronunciation Workshop. Dude, you should come out with a movie sometime called Pronunciation Workshop, the story of Dr. Gruber. Like, do a documentary about your dad's life, but like get actors and make it like a drama. Oh my god. Oh my god. Because it would be kind of like a comedy, but it would be like a serious family movie.
No, well, the thing is that I honestly wanted to create a movie about my parents meeting, because the stories, how they met at hair club. They're selling hair to men. They're selling toupees. And I just think that would be the fucking most hilarious movie, is selling fake hair to fucking balding guys.
Did you ever see the photo of me in my uncle's wig?
No.
Yeah, this is my dead uncle's wig. I'm going to text you the photo. I'll also send you the picture of this girl that I'm seeing. Oh, my grandmother had her 100th birthday.
When?
Today or yesterday.
Did you have a party?
Yeah.
Did you go?
No, I didn't go because I got to deal with this
Where was
Airbnb. It was in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Yeah, but
Why don't you just
check me out of my uncle's wig.
like his toupee?
That's his topper, yeah.
His topper?
That's
when
my
was
uncle's
this? This was
topper.
years ago.
Yeah, that was in their house in Tampa, Florida.
That's so funny.
Yeah, but my grandmother's sitting there clapping. That cake looks good too. Looks like a nice
Wait, who
party.
sent you that picture? Wait, who sent you that picture?
My sister.
Oh, that's funny.
And that's
Was your sister there? Oh, damn, she's 100.
Yep.
Oh, and this is the black girl that you were fucking.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the girl that said that she could never know that she's fucking a MAGA?
Something like that. I mean, I may have embellished it. I don't even know if she actually said that, but She definitely does not like Trump. She hates Trump. I assume. I mean, we've never really gotten into it. She's never really like,
Oh, your mom looks so angry, but she's chewing.
let's see. Yeah, I know. That's a typical genie face. Like, can't get that photo down. But nobody got that photo down. That photo's.
Well, 19, she was born in 19. Wow. That was the same year my grandpa was born. He didn't make it to 100, obviously.
Yeah, last time I went in her room, I was like, "How are you doing, grandmother?" And she like kicked her leg up, and she's like, "I'm doing great."
Wow.
Oh. Well, why don't you come up here tomorrow, brother? This is it. Because, like, who knows if I mean, I won't be able to go down to Nashville for, like, years. 2 years, maybe.
Why?
I'm the house now. The house always wins, but the house never changes location. The casino don't move down the street, it just stays there. I'm sure you'll be back to Chicago before I get to Nashville. Because, like, you could fly into Chicago, I could pick you up at the airport, you could stay here for, like, a week, 2 weeks. I mean, especially if you can work here. I don't know, like, if it's easier for you, but, yeah, dude, you should come back for, like, events and stuff. But, yeah, I would love to go down there. I mean, dude, it's too bad your dad isn't on the lake anymore, right? Did they say that they missed that house?
Yeah, but they're still their community. They have a golf cart now. Now you just drive the golf cart down to the boat.
Oh. Cool. Well,
yeah, I mean, it's no longer a straight view of the lake.
I saw Andrew Doyle's Instagram post today. He's like cheering this like young looking chick with a big beer. Man, that motherfucker really, has an obsession. But it's like, I don't know. Is he just keeping track of what he's doing? Because it's like, it's not really like business development, right? Because it's like a private Instagram, I believe. Correct?
I have no idea what he's doing.
Well, he's getting laid. That's what he's doing. That's exactly what he's doing. That's all he's doing. But like, I think he wants to try to like get people to invest with him, and like, so technically, I wouldn't call it an investment scam, but it's just like, there's no way that I would ever give you $1 when I could just go to a broker and buy stocks. It's like, you gotta have like an insane amount of money to like want to work with a guy like that. But I don't know. He's running his own little Epstein network, basically.
Yeah.
He's not the only one. I mean, Pete Diddy, everybody. There's all kinds of people that run shit like that. Even a lot of these, nightlife, groups, these investment groups that run restaurants and shit like that. I mean, if you start hanging out with people, next thing you know, you're in the pool and they're like, I got this great investment opportunity for you. And you're like, I'm good, bro. But Pronunciation Workshop is a winner. Somebody said to me, hey, I got a YouTube channel, we call Pronunciation Workshop. We hypnotize people, we say words. It's exactly the kind of business I'm looking for. Say this word, investment opportunity. Pronunciation Workshop is looking to raise a Series A round fund of $100 million so we can build an app and do this and do that. Oh, look at that fucking face. Anyways, all right. Well, I hope you've had fun with this conversation. I have. Anything else you want to talk about? This girl Anna's texting. Oh.
No, has this been recorded?
Yeah, I'm sitting here doing yoga, live streaming in my dining room.
Yeah.
She wrote, "Wish you could kiss my ass. You would love it too."
Who are you talking to?
Anna. The girl who...
She's still texting you after she called you a schmuck?
Yeah, she's texting me right now. And this is the girl that went to her house, and I was like, "How's everything going?" She's like, "Oh, I gotta tell you something." I'm like, "What?" She's like, "I sucked a guy's dick for a bag of weed." I was like, "Oh." I was like, I'm thinking to myself, like, this is one of those moments. And she's like, "Oh shit, I shouldn't have said that." And I was like, exactly. I was like, this is one of those moments when you realize, like, you don't say everything you think, you know. But like, I found that to be so insulting that she would have like no consideration for my feelings and like tell me something like that. I was just like, okay, I've completely reevaluated this relationship in 15 seconds. I was like, that was the end of it for me. I was like, there's no way that a ring is getting put on that finger, and there's no way I'm entering into any kind of like serious relationship. That's just like too much for me. Like, I would never say like that's something so terrible like that to some girl that I'm, seeing quite a bit and, engaged with. Like, I was like, damn.
She's a whore.
Well, you'll see when you get to Tennessee and you get unhinged down there and you start going on dates. And then, like, so tell me about yourself, Max. And you're like, well, I'm the son of a world famous pronunciation expert. And I'm taking over the international side of my father's video production business. We're currently getting millions of views on YouTube. So I work in marketing technology, advertising technology, communication technology. Tell me about yourself. What's your sign? Are you a Scorpio? I'm telling you, dude, all communication is hypnosis. It's so funny. The moment you say hypnosis, it's like it induces hypnosis. So it's like the more you slip it into your communication, the deeper the hypnosis. But I don't have to tell you that. Like, your dad should create a video that says, say this word, hypnosis. God, your dad could have like 14,000 videos up of all of these words. See, this is where AI could be huge. Imagine if your dad could deploy, um, 10,000 videos a month with AI. There's like, I read this article about podcasters and how like AI podcasts are like threatening the entire podcast ecosystem and business model. But basically, your dad has to figure a way out, like a way to mass publish, say this word, for pronunciation workshop. If you could figure that out, and your brother could do it, because you guys are so good at this shit, especially with AI, like, you have to find out, or maybe that OpenSea or whatever it is, or chat, But your dad should start using AI to create videos for pronunciation workshop, and like then start building it up to scale. That's the way to go. And then invite me down for the, for the awards ceremony.
Okay.
Because you're going to tell your dad all of this. And you're like, Dad, John says that we got to start pumping out AI videos of pronunciation workshop with the say this word as the hypnosis inducement. And he wants 10,000 videos up from everywhere from dog to cat to chocolate milkshake to fucking Ford to Toyota to Lexus to every major trademark word there is. He says we got to say it all. Do it. Tell your dad I said that. He'll be like, he's right, son. Come. Because you're going to make it in the recording industry, but you're not going to make it in music. You're going to make it in pronunciation workshop. That's the way to go. Everything's going to work out in your favor, Max, because the whole thing is your dad has a business already harmonized to the universe. You just have to, like, keep that harmony going. And, like, it doesn't matter where you live. In Nashville, Memphis, Chicago, it doesn't matter. Sunsets, the farts smell the same, and the girls are all pretty all around the country. So, what's the difference? Did somebody step on a duck that smells like an egg roll?
That's right.
All right, well, if you change your mind, you want to come up here and help me clean out this dirty dog's apartment, and you want a nice free lunch at Sweet Cafe.
What's Sweet Cafe?
It's this like gourmet little diner that opened up in Jefferson Park.
It's good. You've had it?
I haven't eaten there yet, but I went in and
It looks amazing. Like they spent a fortune, like built an entire restaurant from scratch. It's some Greek family, and dude, they spent so much money redeveloping this property that it's like it's got to be good. But bro, oh dude, I gotta take you to this one place. It's called Kababi. It is fire, dude. This would be a worthy dinner. If your parents are here, this might be one of the best restaurants in Chicago. I'm not making that up. It's called Kababi on Lawrence. It's close to my house. I went there and I did pickup. Holy cow! In a huge dining hall with a huge kitchen, all Persian food, all fresh. It was 5 star. And dude, I know you love that food. I mean, I know you like a lot of food, and it's a lot of food. It's good food. Kababi, like kabubi. Look it up. I saw it on a YouTube channel, and the guy was like, he's like, honestly, this could be the best Mediterranean restaurant in all of Chicago. I was like, really? And then I looked it up, and I was like, dude, this place looks fire. Kababi. It was legit, man. Run real professional, real good.
Okay.
Okay, did you get
Good night, brother.
your giant Kitover, Phil? Okay, take care. God bless.
I love you, man. Have a good night. We'll talk soon.
Okay, love you too. Take care. Bye.
All right, bye.
Health, wealth, love.
seasoning. So
the white pepper and the onion powder. That's
right.
And mayonnaise. And a lot of mayonnaise.
And salt.
And a lot of mayonnaise.
That's what's funny as
Don't
hell.
forget the mayonnaise. We know your kind love mayonnaise.
My kind does, bitch.
Not your kind.
Bitch.
You said your kind, baby.
Pretty girl. Yeah, I said it.
You kind like that.
Yes, indeed.
You know who looked like a cook though?
When I come to Alaska, April, just remember to have my
Please,
stuff like that.
you ain't going all that.
I bet you I got some good sandwich.